Hi, this is Mr. Millay, and here's your other review for your World War II at home quiz. Some things that you need to know about. You need to know what the Manhattan Project is to create the atom bomb. You need to know the name of the plane that dropped the first nuclear bomb. That was the Enola Gay. You know who Benito Mussolini was? You know who Robert Oppenheimer was. He led the Manhattan Project. Hideki Tojo, need to know who he was. He was Japan's main general and the actual leader of Japan during the time. You know what Blitzkrieg was? That was lightning war is what it means in German. You know who the Allies were? That was the United States, USSR, United Kingdom, and France. You need to know who the Axis was. That was Japan, Germany, and Italy. You need to know about the Treaty of Versailles and how it led to World War II. Go back and look at that web quest. You know, the scram up, the lead up to World War II. You know, it talks about things that Hitler did to violate the Treaty of Versailles and how that caused problems. You need to know what things were rationed during World War II. You need at least one food and one not food, but several things were rationed. You need to know about American citizens in internment camps and what they were like and what kind of citizens were put in them. You need to know the Battle of Okinawa. You need to know, and the only thing you need to know about that on this quiz is why it led to our decision to drop the atom bomb. You don't need to be able to go into detail on it for this quiz, just why it led to our decision to drop the atom bomb. You need to know what two cities we dropped the atom bomb on. The spelling does not count for those. You need to know the Yalta Conference. You need to know what they decided, and you need to know if they kept all of those promises. Both sides kept their promises they made at the Yalta Conference. But you need to know at the Yalta Conference they decided to split Germany up. Remember I drew the big circle on the board? It was divided up on the west side. Remember, west is best, and that was our side, with the United States, United Kingdom, and France having all a part of it, and the USSR having the other half. And then they divided up Berlin specifically with the United Kingdom, United States, and the United Kingdom, United States, and France having the west side, and then the east side belonging to the USSR, or under the control of the USSR. And yeah, you need to basically know what that was, why that happened. You know, you need to know who this lady's name is. I believe you see her right there, and what she did and what she was trying to convince people to do. And probably the most important question is going to be the World War II propaganda. As much time as we spent on propaganda, it is a full paragraph, 10-point essay question. You need to write in complete sentences. You need to be able to tell me why do we use propaganda, how was it used, what things were people trying to convince people to do, how it portrayed Germans and Japanese people, and how that might be so problematic. You need to remember the date, December 7th, 1941. You just need to know it. You need to know a few other terms. Executive Order 9066, which forced certain American citizens into internment camps. You know what a pacifist is. You know who Churchill, Stalin, and Franklin were, because they were the three presidents who were most important at that Yalta Convention. You need to know that Truman was who Truman was and how he came to be president. You need to know what rationing was. You need to know what VE and VJ Day stand for. Those are pretty easy to remember. You need to know about the non-aggression pact that Germany signed with the USSR. You need to know where Hitler was actually born. And you need to basically just know what kinds of things led up to the war and how we dealt with them at home. And if you study all those things, you will be doing fine for the World War II at home quiz.